Hi there, I'm using my iPhone now. The other phone, the battery's running low and sometimes it just dies. It cuts me without me finding my content. So I really hope my iPhone is gonna hold fort because betting Ishwa so quickly. But I hope to be done quickly here anyway. I just can't. Look, go check out the previous post to gauge your bearings, ne? How many of you, just so you can understand here, right? How many of you have, gone onto social media with the intention, I imagine that my content is reaching off Christians. So you probably check out a whole bunch of Christian content online, right? How many of you have gone online literally telling yourself that you're going to exercise self-control and you are going to check out what's going on in the world in light of Bible prophecy? You're going to watch Christian edifying information content. You're going to watch this and that. And then next thing you suddenly get an urge or a pulling in you to check out some unedifying video of a comedian, a skit on TikTok, and you just find yourself scrolling and you struggle to get out. Unzo scrolla. Mara, you had a particular mission, how fita go YouTube or go TikTok, to watch Christian content, to follow up on end times events or whatever, and you end up spending half an hour, 45 minutes. By the time you click on that Christian content, how am I made video, that believer, are you not getting bored vibes? Do you not feel like you want to yawn already? Are you not finding yourself exhausted, wearied by just going through their video? You feel like you have to, it's not as entertaining as where it is that you just come from. That is witchcraft in operation. And that has taken you like a tsunami. And now today you have tarnished yourself with irrelevant information. The Spirit of God, you will be grieved within yourself. You will feel uncomfortable, and yet you will still find yourself strangely drawn to just continuing on in a particular way. When I say that I'm not the one here that is in trouble, neither am I the one here that is bewitched, understand that that is true. If somebody rocks up and they're giving information online about Jesus, they're not the problem when you don't take them up, when you don't proliferate them. Like the shadow banning of Christian channels that are not physically shadow banned by the technical teams at YouTube is spiritual. I am spiritually shadow banned because of the fact that there are operating spells in their numbers from various shallow people who are enemies of the cross. They have shadow banned me by making sure that people who intend to hear what God was going to say today, intend on clicking on my content, just don't. So when I speak a whole bunch about witchcraft, it is only that people might realize, look out for it because it looks like this. Be wary because it looks like this. If you are successfully made to click rather on some useless bit of information online as opposed to a Christian, even though you call yourself a believer, you are under a spell. So Ntweba is sending link to me. A whole bunch of people in my friends, family, a myriad, just covens and it's so poignant, it is so powerful that for the past 2 months I've been stuck. My channel has been stranded because they have put a sleeping gas around my work. It's not YouTube. It is not TikTok. It is not Facebook. It's not Mark Zuckerberg. I promise you. I'm not shadow banned. The Lord would have showed me if I am technically shadow banned very physically. So got button go YouTube. Nobody pressed a button at these organizations. It's witchcraft, and I'm not the one cursed. It's anyone that could watch me, that decides to glide right by me or not stick around once they have come in. I have got ones and zeros, and I know that this is witchcraft in operation because they tend to afflict a platform. They have afflicted me on YouTube. I am looking forward to the day when they're going to go to TikTok, but I have gathered for myself on TikTok so far a following. Do you understand? And I'm kind of hoping that those people that are following me on TikTok, batile in Christ, they are strengthened, they're solid. If you are solid in Christ and you are actively watching yourself, guarding your heart, for from it flows the issues of life. No such random silly sorcery works on you. How it's about what YouTube way shebella. How it's about what click ing. Mara how si sirasi. When you are gathering for yourself 20 guys and girls that are doing twalata or the nay or whatever might be these most recent dance moves on TikTok, when that's what you watched first before you came to a Christian channel, you might not have consumed ugly content. You might not have been watching porn or whatever. It's not like you're watching dirty dancing. It's not like you are watching profanity. It's not like you are watching something obviously. Lots of content on TikTok, for instance, is not bad. It's just these dudes doing comedy, or it's a woman cooking, or it's I don't like mukbangs, they're gluttony, but you get my point. No swearing, no nakedness, no nothing. Some of the content on TikTok, not the grand majority of my For You page, it's just these innocents that are doing interesting did you know videos, whatnot, or just curious trending things. It's not unhealthy. It will not mess with your mind. It will not cause you to sin to watch these videos. See, this phone now is on 20% battery. It's not going to cause you to sin to watch these videos. However, it will cause you to be distracted, which in and of itself is a form of a sin. It'll just cause you to undermine God's content online. We need to be watchful, guys. We need to know what to look out for, guys. And we need to also watch ourselves. So the lady that commented and said, why do you talk so much about Boloi? It is because it is a big and a bad enough problem for me to highlight it in the church, and it's blocking people from listening to the gospel. And not only that, in and of myself, in my entire family and friendship circle, I appear to be the only person standing resistant to it. Everybody else, they've dropped like a domino. It's like I've lost all my loved ones in one big fat chunky car crash, and there's nothing I can do other than mourn them every day. They keep on capitulating to witchcraft spells that are cast by strangers online, by strangers in my ecosystem. My mom, my sisters, and my cousins, my relatives, they are like puppets on a string. I am essentially a loner, an isolated woman living with nobody, because every time someone from outside casts a spell on me, it works on my family. So they treat me harshly. They ignore me. They pretend that my life is not heartbreaking. I have lost all of my friends and family because they capitulate to witchcraft. I'm the only one strengthened in Christ among them to not respond to masturbation when a seductive spell is sent me. I'm the only one that does not capitulate to profanity when an anger spell is sent on me. I'm the only one that does not capitulate to fornication when a incubus spirit is sent to me. I am the only one that does not capitulate to randomly clicking on porn online when lust spells are sent to me. I'm the only one that is not capitulating to trying to see what I can do, including sinning against God when blockages of my career are sent to me. I'm the only one also responding to call yobungoma when I get dreams of my ancestors wreaking havoc in my life. I'm the only one that sees it for what it is, and I'm like, get behind me, Satan. And I'm trying to get people there where they will get bombarded by nightmares. They will get bombarded by witchcraft attacks, and they will say, get behind me, Satan, and continue doing Christ. Because of witchcraft, not because I broke away from them, but because they capitulated to witchcraft. Ha ex-boyfriend e lawyer karabo, moto o wang ke mme waka, ke osi waka, ke kazi, ke malume. The people who fall are the ones that capitulate. So if you find yourself getting strangely hostile towards a Christian, ask yourself this question: am I under a spell? Am I being made unnecessarily hostile or harsh towards an innocent person? And why is that happening? It likely is because Satan, through his minions, is doing everything in his power to make sure that you don't respond to the gospel. I have to move back to my other phone.